Esau.
That's right.
All right. The Lord is going to get you devils, man.
So
You the top devils on the planet, man.
That's right. I was just gonna add when they fight over that land and who has control over the next coming empire or kingdom, they get the children of Israel as their lot also. They get them as well.
That's right.
Part of controlling them as well. So they fighting over all of that.
That's right. Yeah.
Don't think Russia don't want us. They want to get us into captivity too. Again. It says, and they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine.
Yeah, they
may drink.
And this is talking about slavery, man. That Jake had to go through. These devils was turning Jake into harlots, man. You know, trying to prostitute them out. You know, that's what they were doing. Go ahead.
It says that they might drink. It says, yea, and what have ye done?
Read it again. Read it again.
Top of 3 it says, and they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink.
And they sold a girl for wine, because they also during the transatlantic slave trade, the Africans were selling Negroes for wine and musket guns.
Yep.
That's recorded in the history. Look it up. So the scripture is prophesying the slavery that we went through. Yep. You so-called Negroes, man. Go ahead, and it's going to show you who was responsible for this particular slavery. Go ahead,
So yea, and what have you done to do? What have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon?
Yep, you so-called Africans, you Hamites.
Yep.
Because you were the ones that sold the Negro into captivity. All right, you sold us to the so-called white man in the 1600s. That's how we got over here, man. And the average Negro out here still got it confused whether he an African or not.
Right.
Your own people ain't gonna sell you, man. Them Hamites that hate you to this very day, they the ones that sold you into the hands of the white man.
That's right. And why do they sell themselves?
Right.
They just sold us. How come every African American you see is completely different from a real African?
Exactly.
Because they didn't sell themselves, they only sold the so-called Negroes.
Right.
Which is totally different people. Just because we both dark skin don't mean nothing.
And you niggas in the black conscious community, man, fuck y'all.
Yeah, man.
Your own people. So you mean to tell me your own people sold you on them ships? Let this madness pass by.
And not only that, what's funny about it, and not only that, then they just don't want to rule at all.
Right.
Black conscious dumbheads just don't want to rule at all. You want to go back under control, be a part of the nation that sold you into slavery, and then you want to put yourself up under a woman after that. And you meant to be the king on the earth. She meant to serve you. Her creation was to serve you.
Crazy.
I don't get it.
You know, these niggas want to identify with being African so much, but yet they don't go over there. And if they do, they notice that they don't blend in, so they bring their asses right back. And they notice that the real Africans that live over there don't want you niggas over there, man.
Right.
That should tell you something. That you so-called blacks in America are not African. You came from the west coast of Africa because you were sold by the Hamites to the so-called white man.
Right.
That's in history, man. But you are the true Jews of the Bible, man. And the prophecies say so. And we're reading a prophecy now. Read it again, bro, from the top. Joel 3:3.
It says, and they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. It says,
our people as slaves were commodity, man. Right. The slave trade was like a barter, man. I'll sell you these slaves if you give us wine, if you give us gunpowder, whatever the case may be. Diamonds. You give that to us, and we'll give you these slaves. That was going on in history back then, man.
Yeah.
Look it up. Go ahead, And this is the Bible, man. We reading this out of the scriptures.
Verse 4, it says, yea, and what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Sidon?
Yeah, you Hamites, go ahead.
And all the coast of Palestine.
And all the coast of Palestine, you so-called Arabs. Because you were responsible for funding that was a so-called gutter rats that was funding the ships. But they were actually helping the Africans gather the Negroes to put them on ships to sell them over to the white man.
Right.
That was what the whole transatlantic slave trade was about. The so-called Africans and the Arabs getting together to sell you so-called Negroes and West Indians and Haitians over to the western side of the world.
Because them gutter, so-called white man can't tell them, hey,
right.
Is it y'all? Like, no, it's not us. It's them over there.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And there's icons of the Africans and the Arabs dressed up with the turbans and all that, and they had actual Negroes with shackles and chains around their necks, man. Yokes of iron on their neck, man. Getting ready to sell Negroes. So the Lord is actually judging you Arabs over there in the Middle East, man, for what you did to his people. And plus, you was the first nation that Israel was sold into. You were responsible for us even ended up in our Egyptian captivity.
Yep.
And that goes way back, man. So the Lord is judging you now. Go ahead,
It says, and if ye recompense me, Salah, will ye render me a recompense?
Will you give me some payback?
Yeah.
You know?
For what you did?
For what you've done? Go ahead,
And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head?
Hey, the Lord will get you back, man. The Lord is a man of vengeance, man.
What do you say about him?
You know? The scriptures say it's, what was that in Thessalonians? It's a righteous thing to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
You want me to get it right quick?
Oh, you don't have to. You know? That's clear.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
It says, I'm going to start up a little. It says, and if ye recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head. Because ye have taken my silver and my gold.
Yeah, when we got taken down, they took, not only did they take us, but they took our possessions. We had gold, we had silver.
As well as we're worth gold and silver.
Exactly.
You know, when you read into
spiritually,
the
right, exactly.
Yeah, but that happened a long time ago.
Right.
Right.
Not to say it's not important to know your history.
Right.
But if you ask me, it doesn't matter what color your skin is, we're all slaves.
You're right. You're absolutely right about that. It doesn't matter what color. It only colors. Right now, only color that matters is green. And if you ain't, and it ain't even green anymore. Like if you actually have anything green, then you don't have it. This money that's so high up that they don't even carry it on computers, or it's just that much money.
But to break it down for you, this ain't about skin color. It's about we teaching about nations. A nation of people did that to these people.
Right.
Now we got people that are among our nation that vary in different complexions. They can be just as light as you are. There's people that are you will look at them as the appearance of a so-called white man, but their line goes back to these people. That's true. But what we're saying, right? But what we're saying is the nation of people that did this to our people. That's what we're bringing out in the Bible. The Bible is telling you that the Lord believes in avenging the people that did this to His people, because these people are His inheritance. That's the apple of His eye. That's His chosen people.
This is the one nation on earth that He loves.
Right. So we going into history.
There's a bunch of other people that claim to be the chosen people, but they're not.
But they're not.
And that's what we're talking about.
That's what we're talking
Actions
about.
speak way louder than words. You
Right.
see what they do.
That's exactly what we're talking about.
Exactly.
Those people that claim to be the chosen people are the people that's jacking each other up right now.
Yep.
Exactly what you're talking about. It's the Arabs that say they got the.
You know what's going on over there between Israel and Gaza.
The Jews that's over there.
That's why.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you see
That's
that,
all
you
it
see
leads
that
to.
flag, right? You know what that flag means?
Which one?
The Israeli flag? They got a blue line at the top,
Right.
and a blue line at the bottom, and a star in the middle.
Yep.
It's because the Euphrates and the Jordan River,
Yeah.
the two rivers, they want everything in
They
there.
want all that.
Yeah.
They want
They're
all
gonna
that.
take it unless somebody stops them.
Hey, we're not ruining your video, are we?
No. We do this every weekend, you know.
We would control it before we let you. You know, this is all healthy conversation. You just here if you was here messing it up, we wouldn't let it go.
Doesn't it suck to know that you guys are standing out here talking about something really important and it's just falling on deaf ears because of the brainwashing, the manipulation, the masses that goes on?
That's what we started off saying.
Right.
These people are brain dead, but we're not out here.
People.
They're
Hey, they don't want it.
Hey, look, he doing it. Walking zombies, right?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Your beer,
Yeah.
tequila, same old, same
I mean,
old.
don't get me wrong, I come out there and had a good time.
Hey, where you guys from? From the Valley?
Well, I mean, we live here. I lived all over the country, so it's.
In Boston now.
That's where you're at?
Yeah,
There's some brothers in Boston. I've talked with some of those brothers that tell the same exact
I met
thing.
some out that way before.
See them?
It was like I was working on a job one day. You know how it is, you just get to talking to somebody, you know? The guy was like, yeah, I'm a Jew. You black?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, you should learn about it.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit about it.
What's your guys' fatherland go back to? Like, what's your nationality? Like,
American Indian.
American Native
Yeah.
American on your father's side?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
My mom's Irish.
Those people got,
And what's funny is Irish. A lot of the Irish are one of these tribes.
I mean, do I even look Indian? You know what I mean?
But that's why when we say off the top, it's not
It's
about.
not about skin color.
Skin
You
color.
own this, but you own this sign.
Right.
You know, that's why we didn't come harsh on you.
Right.
We don't look at skin color thing.
It's not about.
But we are talking about nations here.
Right.
If you own this sign, you are of our people. You are of the Lord's chosen people.
Now, those are the
if you
people
not,
we're talking about, though.
right.
Those are
If
the
you
ones
not,
that's
then
fake. They're not.
you're
They're the
heathen.
fakes over there.
Right.
I went to
And the people over there in Gaza and in Israel that's fighting over the land of Israel, those are not the real people of that land.
Right.
They're over there fighting over the control of that land.
Right.
But the prophecy is saying that the Lord is gathering all those nations over there to fight. That's the reason why the turmoil is going on over there, so they can fight. The Lord is mustering the spirit of war. But the Lord is doing that so they can destroy each other. And when the Lord sends his son to come back with the angels, they're going to fight with the Lord himself, and he's going to overthrow them. And then the real people, which are these people on his sign, are going to inhabit that land. But first, that land has to be destroyed. It has to be cleansed because there's never filth going on over there.
Right.
Them so-called Jews, them gutter rats over there, they over there polluting the Holy Land.
Yep.
They got nude beaches over there.
and
They koshering pigs over there.
and let me just connect a couple more dots, man.
Go ahead.
So, we're just talking about brainwashed idiot people all over the place, right? They're just manipulated. That's
Right.
not their fault. Most of them are really smart. They just don't know.
It's a smart
They're
wrong
ignorant,
stuff.
you know?
Right.
And where do they get most of their ideologies about everything from? TV, right?
MK Ultra.
Who's writing all of the scripts for all of the TV? All
The
of it?
so-called Jews.
All you gotta do is read some credits. It's all
That's right.
Stein,
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Exactly.
Yep, verbs,
How did-
A lot of
how
people
did-
don't even know that the standard of learning in these school systems was all set up by the so-called Jew.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the protocols of the learned elders of Zion? You heard about that?
Yeah, I have.
They laid down the standard of what they want people to learn and know in the school systems. You know?
and then
And
they
there's-
uphold it with like colleges, and,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
They
like-
institutionalize you through doctrine.
you institutionalized in three different ways. They got you cornered, right? They got you institutionalized with the prisons, of course, institutionalized with the schools, and institutionalized with the church houses.
Yep, religion.
Which all is
Oh yeah.
religion.
Religion.
You ever see the? I study a lot of symbolism. What does that
Yeah.
picture mean?
You
Somebody
got
said
the
it.
Codex Magic?
I've heard of it, but like a lot of churches, you see the crown with the cross inside of it.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
letting you know.
Yeah.
They're telling you.
Right.
The writing is all over the wall.
Like, did you know the symbolism of skulls is derogatory to the Lord, just like crosses are derogatory
right?
to the Lord? Yeah. Because
I think crosses, like, you know what I mean? Like, especially Catholics. If I was Jesus and I came back and saw crosses everywhere, or even worse, crucifixes everywhere, I'd be like,
Yeah.
that day sucked.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, these people.
That's why I like the symbol of the fish better, because
the
it
fish, right,
has nothing to do with the
They think they
turning-
honoring They think they honoring the Messiah when they wear
They're
that.
remembering that he
But
died
really
for
it's
us.
You're
wickedness.
celebrating the most satanic act that ever happened on earth.
How about people wearing rosary beads?
That's
Yeah,
wickedness.
yeah,
don't
that's
even
an
know what
idol.
it is.
Right, that's an
That's
idol.
why the symbol of the fish is better, and it has nothing to do with turning bread into fish or anything. It's about if you follow that path in life, you're like a fish going upstream.
Well, deeper.
Well,
I get
because
it.
the Pope, he wears a fish head on his head. That's that, you know what that
That's
comes-
Babylonian. That comes
Yeah,
from
it
Babylon.
Yep. Dagon, right?
That's
Yeah,
why he
man.
wears that hat.
That's why the
Hey, you
Lord.
ever see what else he does? He has a staff with a crucifix on the top of the staff. It's brown. Make it look like a piece of turd.
Right.
They're mocking Christ. It's not even a real cross. It's bent. It's not even like a regular cross. He's got a throne he sits on. There's an inverted cross on a chair he has.
Right.
You
Should
can
actually
look that
use
up.
the bishop's staff, man.
And because the crucifixes were in X shape.
Yeah.
When people wear the cross like a T, that's really not a crucifix. That's more of a T. And I heard that goes back to Tammuz, which is a Egyptian. Is that an Egyptian deity?
They used to crucify people in different ways. Like if you were like a
Right.
really bad son of a bitch, they crucify you upside down.
Upside down, exactly.
What do we
They would
know
hang
about
you on
Bohemian
trees and all
Grove? You know
that.
about that?
Absolutely, in
Yeah.
Sonoma. Yeah.
Yep.
Tell people about that and they laugh at me like I'm nuts.
Oh, yeah.
You know you're crazy, you're an idiot.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, George Bush and all of his buddies are out there. burning little kids,
probably
man.
Right now, yeah. Hey, they were saying that
That's
Walmart.
probably going on right now. No, I think it
It
happened
passed
last
already.
month.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's sickening.
But there's a Walmart. They said the kids at Walmart, remember they used to be on milk cartons, they don't even put them, they put them on the wall of Walmart now.
we
If
get
you
the
don't
shit
go
later.
there, yeah, nobody pays no attention to that, right?
Kids, I
They're
was
not
just
even looking
talking
for them.
about that with my friend. It's like,
Guess what they do with the bodies after they do what all they do to them? They put it in the fast food.
Oh yeah,
and all
McDonald's is
that.
a heavy
Yeah.
contender for human meat.
never heard that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Rabbi, you can YouTube it or whatever. It's a voice recording. It's a
You
guy
guys have like
named.
business cards or something?
I really don't.
Send information.
But we out here every Sunday though.
The guy's name is Rabbi A. Finkelstein. I forgot the other guy that was talking to. He tells like video 6, I believe. He goes right into it, but it's kind of long. But the 6th video, he said blatantly in the first couple minutes, like, that was one of our favorite outlets to grind up the kids. We take the Passover blood for them and the kids. Why do you think they be having McNugget meat specials, $22 for a 20-piece nugget? Like, they never sold McNuggets that cheap. Cheap, $5 or whatever, real cheap, and then the food be real cheap, because that's where they get their meat from. And then that's why it messes up your digestive system too, if you eat it. Like the last few times I had eaten it, this was years ago, it shuts me down. Like I'm injured, like I can't walk, my back hurts, I can't have a bowel. Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
Hey, but that lets you know who this devil is ruling right now, man. This earth is giving it to the hand of the wicked, man.
It's written in the Bible, like for reasons we'll never understand.
Yeah. Hey, get Job, man.
God gave Satan dominion over his world.
9:24.
I don't understand why. And this guy just sits there with his arms folded and looks mean, right? I love it. You don't say nothing.
Hey,
That's cool. I like it.
you trying to listen, you know?
There you go. Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Yep.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
The Lord, he's basically saying the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. That's the reason why the amount of wickedness that goes on in this world, that's the reason why it's occurring. Because the man that's ruling is wicked, man.